What's good? Welcome back to the channel. Chris back with another video for you guys. 2011 through 23 Chrysler 300. Getting ready to do a headlight upgrade for both sides. So first thing you're gonna need to do is jack the vehicle up, and always use jack stands for safety. Then you're gonna cock your wheel. You can come down here from your fender, down in here. You got a pop pin right here, and then you have two T20s. So let's go ahead and remove those. We got one missing down here, so I can't verify what screw that is, or this one up here. That was missing one as well, but you'll know once you get in here. That's one. That's two. That one's in there a little bit still. And we'll work with it. Leave it. Let's get the other screw accounted for. All right, that right there, you're gonna need a trim removal tool, probably something like this right here. And then let's get in this crack right here. That way we can pop this off. And sometimes you might need a flathead to get it started. Sometimes you might need one just to try to get it. I lubricate these with WD-40 because of the salt and dirt, and then I'll get it in there. Let's get down here a little better. And let's work it. And you might want to have some extra of these on standby. So let me get a flathead to help assist. All right, so I got the flathead. Flathead didn't work, so you might grab your pick. Let's get in here, pick around in here. See if we can get it to pop out a little bit, just in case yours are real rusty. So now we can take the trim tool, back this on up, and let's go underneath. See if we can get it now. Not quite. Now let's see if we can get it. There we go. All right, so we got that dude, and you want to count for all these, so I'm just gonna move it to the side. Pretty much just gonna need a trim tool. All right, so from here, you got your side marker here. Let's twist. Well, I think it's a push and pull, and it also probably twists out. So let's see. Got our connector right here on the back. Let's squeeze it and pull it out. So that's going to be a pinch in spot, and just slide it down, and I think that's it. All right, so let's come up here and we're going to pull and just pop it out. So let's do it right here. So yours may or may not have another screw. All right, so let's go cock the wheel and go over to the other side and see what we get. And we got all these clips to move up at the top. So let's cock our wheel to the opposite side. That's my pick right there. I don't know what that noise is on this vehicle, but this is what we're working on today. All right, so this side has just the regular pop-in styles, okay? So those are sometimes tight. These look like the Christmas tree style. Okay, so you want to count for all of your guys or gals or whatever. All right, let's get it in there. And you want to try not to rip them up, and just take your time, because you might have to get some. I usually order mine off of Amazon. Comes in a nice pack, because at your local store you might only get like 6 or 7. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing for this one. And up under the front of the bumper, you're gonna have some screws, but whoever owns this vehicle, the gentleman, somebody had done a modification. So as far as this being extra added, it's got some extra screws in there. So I'll show you what I'm talking about, but yours may or may not have those. So we got this, so let's pop this side as well. There we go. So that starts to release the bumper, and we're gonna work all these across. So from there, let's go ahead and release our push clip for the side marker light right here. Let's reach around, feel it, squeeze it, and pull it out. And let me feel a little different. Oh, there it is down here. It's gonna be exactly the same as the other side. Trying to get my push spot. All right, there we go. All right, so we got that dude out. All right, so we got this loose, we got that out. Now this bumper, some of them usually have a shield underneath, and then let me show you all these screws that I'm talking about. Okay, so under here, they got this for this plate right here, some various other screws, and I'm not sure if this one has a shield, but you got one cracked here, some other cracks and other screws. So the way this is moving, the whole bumper should just pop off, as far as the under shield as well, because I got movement right here. So all right, since we see all that, let's go ahead and set up and get ready to remove these clips. All right, so we up top. Let's go ahead and start removing these push pins. So a trim tool is definitely you're gonna need it for this. Let's get all of these up, and they might separate, so just be careful to count for them and pop them back in. So we got that one separated, and let's slide them back in like this. So we're gonna do that all the way across. Got one up here too. I like doing videos in real time, that way you can kind of get an idea of how much time it's going to probably take you to get this job done. Depending on how fast you are. These are the Christmas tree styles, and these are the push pin style. Separate it, fix that one. And you might want to take a picture if you're not familiar with the vehicle as far as removing the bumper. So you might want to take a picture of how these go in. But the Christmas tree styles so far are going in the back area. And you got a few in here as well. Yeah, you got quite a few of them. And some of them are long, some of them aren't, but you might have to get some new ones, and they might bend, but usually you can still reuse them. But yep, it's always something to do, and it's an upgrade for the vehicle. And we're gonna move all these tubes. All right, and let's keep going. This is another Christmas tree. Nope, it's not. It's just a pop-in spot. Right. And yeah, you definitely might want to take a picture, because you got quite a bit of these dudes. But so far, all the inner ones here are Christmas tree style. So, and the ones that don't know, they call them Christmas trees because they actually look like a Christmas tree. So. And if you order them, that's what you're gonna have to put in: Christmas tree pop clips or whatever they are. And you might need some pliers too when they get tight coming out. That way you don't damage the Christmas tree too much. It sounds weird, but your clip, pry pin. Some of them will break like that one, so that's why you buy some backups. This one feels like it's gonna break, so I'm gonna use some needle noses to go underneath it. And give it some wiggles. That one's really on there. And these might be, a little too long, but just kind of make sure you get them out. So that was another long one there. They don't have to be long, just long as they seat in correctly. But you at least want an inch, about an inch at least. so we'll knock it out. I'm glad I bought extra of these just for these types of jobs, because I do this stuff all the time. But yep, everything gets old through time, so don't feel bad if you break a clip or something like that. They're plastic, so don't stress yourself. This is about the spot where they do the hurry up and get through. But hey, you some cool music on, groove with it, you're gonna get it done. Because that's your mission, to do the job. Alright, we're almost there. Now, I always say we because I assume you're doing it as well. Some people need step by step. I'm using the bumper itself just to kind of get this to pry up. These are real tough. Yours may not be. There's another one that broke. Yeah, they don't make them too well, so we'll dig that one out. We got one more of this style, Christmas tree style right here. But yeah, usually you can get a count depending on the count that you order. I think I got 100 of these for like 10 bucks, and it came with the trim tool, so that was great. And let me start pulling it by the neck, so that way I can try to salvage it without breaking the tab off the top. But you want to try to save it. This is almost out. Well, the body is made, the tree style part is made well, but this is so flimsy. So I got a couple to dig out, well, maybe about 4. Let's get these last 3 out here, and we're gonna need 3 or 4 replacements. Alright, got one more. I'll make those back there. 2 more. I'll make those back after I'm done. And whenever you drop a screw or anything, just look, stop and look. Even if you can't get to it right away or catch it, just look and see where it fell. Like sometimes you'll drop something in here and then you won't be able to find it, but because you're still working, like, oh, I'll get it. No, look around and see where it fell quickly. And hopefully now this whole bumper will pop off for me after I remove this here. Make sure, let's see if the Christmas trees is holding. Cover. Let's pull this forward a little bit. See if we got any more clips or anything. And we look like we're gonna pop right out. But always scan around just to make sure before you start pulling. Back up a little bit. Just start tugging. Here you're going to kind of pull but up. Just be gentle. Just to separate. See if we get the bumper off first. And keep popping it. There we go. Work it down. And let's see what we're attached to. Alright, so from here, it's looking good. Let's get this side down. And let's see if we're attached to anything over here. We're not. But we don't want to put stress on our wire. So I'm about to grab my seats. Just to hold the lip till I disconnect a few things. Alright, so we got harnesses down here. Let's set them free. And let's see what that one's connected to. Right. So your bumper on this side, you have your wire harness here. It's got a little Christmas tree style down in there, right here. So I'm gonna pop that up too. Let me sit this up so we don't scrape the bumper. And let's pop it out so we can have some wiggle room, and we can just set the bumper on the ground. You don't have to if you don't feel like doing this part right here, but you don't want to stress your wires. Now we can rest it. There we go. All right, so from there, let's remove this, slide it back. All right, so now we're in our headlight assembly now. All right, so you have, looks like some 8s or a T25. Let's verify, that way you can know both. Excuse me. And this is a T25. Let's just check. And nope, this is probably a T30. This is a T40, and I know that's too big. And let's see if we got a T30. T30. Okay, so it's a T30, or it looks like you can use an 8mm. But we'll go ahead and go with the T30. And we're gonna scan around and check for any other bolts. And you got 1, 2 underneath. Show you those real fast before we get to pulling it out. All right. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then sometimes you'll have one on the side. So let's check and make sure. Nope, looks like that's all we have. So let's start pulling it out. Set back up on the tripod. All right, let's get an extension just to help the process a little better for the ones that's far in the back. And where's my magnet tray? All right, let's do it. I had to break them free. And these are coarse threads, so when you go back in, just kind of make sure you line them up so you don't cross thread the plastic or the metal here. And let's go in forward for a second, because my glove is caught. So let's do this here. There we go. Threads on there, grip the glove. All right, switch to this dude. The long extension. But if yours, you don't have a T30, just go ahead and use a 8mm, either 7 or 8. And let's see, right here. And we'll do a comparison from the old and the new. Dudes out. Let's pull the housing out. All right, so now that we got that there, let's just tilt it for a minute. That way I can show you the push pin in the back. I'm trying to get a better view for you guys. And let me rotate this headlight. All right, from here, move the flap out the way a little bit, squeeze and pull. And it might have a lock sleeve. Let's check. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Squeeze and pull. All right. This one's missing the cover on this one. No, they're not. They just didn't put it back on good. So we're gonna keep this. I'm not sure if the new ones have. The new ones just plug and play. But let's see and compare. So let me grab one of them, and I shall return. All right, so I'm not sure the name of the company, but everything looks the same so far. These already have the lights inside of them. I'm not sure what company he went with from Amazon, but on the inside of these, the wire harness is different. So yeah, all this is plug and play. We're gonna test everything once we get one on at least. But you know, let's show the front. Old versus new. We got the old dude here and the new dude there. Very nice, very nice. All right, so now that I know everything's the same, let's go ahead and start putting it back in. All right, I think that's a good angle. So these are plug and play. Let's move these out the way. And hopefully they're good. I don't know which company he went with, but hopefully they're a good light and they last for many time, for a long period of time, but he ordered them off of Amazon. That's the best I can do versus telling you. All right, let's connect our connector back. And I usually will wait till I get this mounted and then peel the plastic off. And you want to hear it click. All right, so let's get one in. And just line it up with your tab holes. You got tabs right here to go in. So let's line them up. It's not there quite. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna leave that there for now, and let's test the light real fast and see what we're looking like. All right, so we got the light on. Don't see anything happening. I don't know if these are the style that you have to start the car first, but I got the lights on. Let me double check and make sure they're all the way connected. Let's unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, this connector's kind of janky, so hopefully it'll sit good. There we go. Yeah, whoever changed this last, as far as lights or whatever, this connector's kind of smushed up, so I'll show you that. But the lights do look good. And we're gonna go to the other side, but somebody smushed this up quite a bit, so it's not clicking when you smash it down. So yeah, so right in here, yeah, it's broken right in here. So not my fault, but just trying to make sure it's seated well. So it is, looks real good. So let's proceed to the other side. This has the red, green, blue changing on it. Comes with a remote, so gotta call him and see what to do so I can see how to do it and mess with it, show you guys. And I will ask him as well. So let me get this back together. I ask him as well as far as the name of the company. All right, let's start putting him in. All right, let's start working it in. Let's try to line it up. Pull this back just a little bit. Alright, now let's get our light. Put in one of these bolts down here, fender or something. Let's do the bottom ones first. And it is an 8mm. That's what I'm going to use to go back in with. Just to be able to hold the head a little better. Better leverage. Okay, we got one. Let's just get them all set so we don't get any wiggling. Yep, starting to look good. And then I'll go ahead and peel off the rest of this one. It's light. Probably peel it up to here so I don't scratch the lens while I'm putting the bumper back on. Let's go up top. Make sure we're good. Should be good. All right, go down here. That's great. One more over here. Yep. All right, so we're good there. Let's move over to the other side and let's disconnect that one and get those four out. These dudes right here. Give me a second so I can set up. All right, so let's get the ones out underneath first. Let's get another magnet tray to account for everything. Not that I have to have one, but I bought them and they keep everything together, and they're pretty cheap from Harbor Freight. All right, coming along. Go ahead and work on pulling him out, and then I'm gonna knock all these Christmas tree dudes down. There we go. It's one out, two out, and got one more up here somewhere. That it right there. Yeah, this dude right here. I'll have to pry that one up and out. All right, let's pull him out. All right, let's get our connector, pinch and pull. For those who can't see, let's see this on the camera good. Since we got a better angle on this side. Let's pinch and pull. This one's not damaged. And sometimes they can be tight. Oh yeah, there it is. We got our slide lever on this on the red sleeve. Let's pull it back. And if you can't, get your screwdriver or something to slide it back for you. Yeah, this one's intact. Somebody probably didn't know that when they were changing this out. Squeeze and pull. Make sure it's back far enough. And it looks like it is. Just a little tight. And I'm trying not to hit the bumper from my feet. Didn't want to move it out the way. We're about to put it back on. There we go. All right, we got him out. Let's go get the other one. And we're gonna connect it and test it as well. So let me back up over here some more. And let me go grab that dude. Good view. All right, so probably gonna have to do this to change the headlight on this side for as one of your dunes, but glad it came with them. This is just an upgrade today. And let's scoot this back a little bit. There we go. And let's get them connected. And just try not to scratch the new one. And let's get it on there. Slide our sleeve back forward. Lock it in its place. Now let's wiggle it up and see what we get. Yeah, that went in a lot better than the other side. Let's hold this back for a minute. Let's test it. All right. That one's red, this one's blue, so he's gonna have to figure all that out. And it looks like the police right now, so this is what we're looking like so far. And you can follow this process in reverse. I'm gonna go ahead and do the full video for those who don't know. So, yep. It looked pretty cool though, so I'll peel this all off here in a minute, but let's go ahead and start putting this dude back on. Oh, while we're down here, he wanted some aftermarket side markers put on there, so let me grab those too. All right, so I didn't order these either, but I'm just the installer, and these are purple LEDs for the front fender. So he already opened this pack, and there's 3 of these in there. I guess he got 2 for the front and 2 for the rear. So let's match it up for our size. Looks great. Let's connect the connector and test it as well. Make sure we're good on the grooves. No, it goes this way. Where's the sleeve? Let's see what we get there. Don't know. Even if they even work. Let's see which one probably fits. This isn't a part of what I was supposedly doing. And that should stop in here. There we go. Alright, so this one works. So I will remove these dudes on this and install these for him as well. Looks good. He has a purple thing going on, so just wanted to test everything before I start putting it back with the bumper since it's already off. So, yep, give me a sec. Alright, so I'm glad I looked at that, and I'm doing this now because you have these screws right here, 1 and 2 at the top, in order to get this to come out on this side. So if you're doing this whole job, fog lights, you can do those now, but I would change the bulbs if I'm already in there. But yep, 1, 2, I gotta unscrew those, and then we're good. Looks like they are, yep, a T20 as well, or T25. All right, so let me change those out. That'll be the process to change them out. So let me change those out so I can connect everything back and start getting the bumper back on. All right, so we back. Let's go ahead and finish connecting this dude back. I got the LEDs, side markers in. So let's go ahead and start putting this back. Up and over. Back in position over here. Alright, so from there, let's just peel this back some. And that way we can lift our bumper up and over. I do not want to scratch these. So, let's lift him on up. And let's put him over the top here. Slide up in the middle down here. And you might have to play around a little bit. Up and sit. Oh, right there. We have to start working in my side pieces and get this to lock up in there. All right. Come on this side. Peel this back some. Let's get it lined up. And let me connect my side marker back. Let's feel for it. This one was a little harder to get to. Let's see if it's working. Nope, not working yet. All right, let me work this in. And the way I can get it set, it's gonna take me a little second. I gotta climb up under here a little bit. All right, so I got it in there, but this one has a short, the connectors got a short in it, so I got to call them and ask them what they want to do about this. But wheel shields right here. Let's go ahead and pop this back in, and let's start working the bumper all the way around. See this plastic out from underneath, and we can start working this back. And let me cut the headlights off. Save the battery juice. Let's get this side set. Got that in. This set. And go over our tabs a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now it's time to start putting all these dudes back in. Make sure we're all the way down. There we go. All right. All right. Let's peel this all off now. Looks way better. that is inside of there, but it's like a wire. They didn't hide too well. Let's see what they look like now. All right, that's gonna be nice. And I'll pull this out here in a minute. Let's just do a walk around real fast when I start popping pins back in. Quick walk around, and he'll have to play with his remote and stuff like that. But yep, no problem with this connector on this side. So from here, you got all your pop pins to push back in, and for the ones that's broke, you want to replace them. But this would be the process of changing the headlights. So full housing assembly, like I was saying, 2011 through 23, that's what they're saying. So this will be the same process. And if you got any clips or anything underneath for screws and stuff, go ahead and put them back in. I will tidy this up here in a minute, put everything back, but that's the procedure. So hit that thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel, definitely appreciate it. This helps you do this job or upgrade your LEDs or your whole housing. Till the next video, live life, love it, and I'm out. All right, so we got it done. Everything nice and crispy installed. We about to hit the remote start so we can see what they look like. Nasty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is sick. He got them set for the purple. To go all the way back with the purple back here. Got the purple side markers. Those stay purple. He can't control those, but oh good. Everything matching to his liking. So yeah, just wanted to do this after it got a little dark just to show the full installation, and yeah, my guy likes it, and that's what's up. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you don't change yours, and I'm gonna try to find a link for this specific headlight assembly for you guys. And until then, I'm out. I'll put it in the description.